From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. 3-19! 3-19! No. Check. Patriot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they'll run it here. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 26. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and run.
Detroit!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Second down, Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Eric Kendricks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield here, Dalton. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Being chased out left. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Space to run past the 20. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And all the way down to the 5. He got 29 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Dalton bootlegs out. Steps away. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Another chance for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they'll run it here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll throw now on the final play. And that'll be incomplete. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more to Mixon on the check down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Dalton throwing on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 36 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Here's Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And they'll go on the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
4 down, 4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
Second down, Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This will be Dalton again. It's caught. Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And this one is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And on the ground they go with a running back. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to throw now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Bengals getting set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got to trick this side. I got to trick this side. Lead! B-18!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. And it'll be Dalton again. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Another chance for Dalton. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Carolina, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.